Panagdait sa tanang kabuhatan, for today's video presentation, I will be presenting the Philippine art history prepared by yours truly. Now in the picture, this is the famous painting painted by a Filipino artist, Juan Luna. This is the Spolarium. Now, this is the timeline of Philippine arts from ethnic art. The focus is the integral to life. Islamic art, ang focus niya is geometric designs. Spanish era, faith and catechism. American era, secular forms of art. Japanese era, orientalizing. Modern era, national identity. And contemporary era, social realism. We will discuss this one by one. First, pre-colonial or ethnic arts. In pre-colonial Philippines, arts are for ritual purposes or for everyday use. So, kaning pre-colonial, kato pa ni siyang before sa colonization sa Spanish. So, before na nagitay arts. And then, ang purpose sa before is for ritual purposes or for everyday use. If you have watched Amaya, katong mga tattoo sa mga datus, no? That is an example of art before. And that is part of their culture for ritual purposes. Or kanailahang mga suot. We also have Islamic arts. Islamic art is characterized by geometric designs and patterns eliciting focus from the believers. So, example of Islamic arts, kaya ang focus is geometric designs, is kanang malung. Kanang malung, na-originate na siya sa mga Maranao. And nage na siya dance, kapamalong or sambi sa malung, na-originate na siya sa mga Maranaos. Muna siya example sa art sa mga Islam. Kanang mga geometric designs, kanang mga design sa malung. Okay? Next. Okay, during the Spanish era, unsay art nga ilahang na influence. Art became a handmaiden of religion, serving to propagate the Catholic faith and thus support the colonial order at the same time. So, umugid ni siya ang pinaka-influence sa Spanish, ang religion. And ang mga arts nga na-establish nila is kanang mga churches. Daghan tag mga churches nga na-build during the Spanish era. American era. In the American era or regime, commercial and advertising arts were integrated into the fine arts curriculum. Moreover, Americans favored idyllic sceneries and secular forms of art. So, kung mayroon taog secular forms of arts, kaya muna siya ang mga klase nga arts nga non-religious. Okay? In contrast with the arts under Spanish era. Okay, during the Japanese era, since the Japanese advocated for the culture of East Asia, preference was given to the indigenous art and traditions of the Philippines. These emphasized their propaganda of Asia belonging to Asians. Example ani is kanang mga foods nga na-influence sa Japanese. And maskin karon na gihapon ni siya, murag nahimo na siyang part sa tuang culture, and even anime. Isa na siya sa mga influence sa Japanese. Hangtod karon gina-practice gyapon nato na daghag fan sa anime. Modern era. Modern era in Philippine art began after World War II and the granting of independence. Writers and artists posed the question of national identity as the main theme of various art forms. So after sa World War II, nagrant ang atuang independence mo na ang focus sa mga writers before is about our own national identity. Mo na ang ilahang usually mga subject sa ilahang mga arts, like for example sa akong gi-present karon, no? Manok mao man gyud na siya pinaka gina-exercise nato gihapon hangtod ron, no? Kanang sabong sa manok. Contemporary art. Philippine art, contemporary art was an offshoot of social realism brought about by martial law. Arts became expression of people's aspiration for a just, free, and sovereign society. So mao ni siya may mga examples sa contemporary arts. And again, daghan gyapon klase-klase nga arts under contemporary, katong mga digital arts or katong hybridity nga from gimix ang the use of unusual materials to produce an art. So mao to siya ang history sa Philippine art from ethnic to contemporary. And that would be all. I hope you learned something today. Thank you for watching and listening, and see you next week for another video presentation.